What sets Princeton's financial aid program apart?
Well, when I think of what makes Princeton's financial aid program special, two things come to mind. The first is generosity. Our aid program is able to meet the full need of every admitted student who applies for financial aid, and we're able to do this with grants and not student loans. In 2001, we eliminated student loans from the financial aid packages for all students, making it possible to graduate from Princeton debt-free. The second thing that comes to mind is comprehensiveness. Our financial aid program is able to assist students from a very wide range of economic backgrounds. While students from lower income families might expect to receive grants that cover the full tuition, room, and board cost, what might be less well known is that middle income students also receive very generous financial aid grants that reduce the cost of attendance. And even upper middle income families often qualify for partial grants that help pay Princeton's cost. When we look back over the last 10 years at all that Princeton's aid program has accomplished, it's clear that today Princeton is more affordable to students from a wider range of economic backgrounds than at any other time in its history.
What is Princeton's need-blind approach to financial aid?
Princeton's admission policy is need-blind, and what that means is that applying for financial aid or needing financial aid is in no way a disadvantage in the admission process. And because of our very comprehensive aid program backing up this need-blind policy, we're able to encourage students from all income levels to apply for admission to Princeton.
How does Princeton decide how much aid to give?
Princeton's financial aid program is based on need rather than merit. So we review each family's financial circumstances very carefully and individually, and we encourage families to explain their own economic circumstances so that we can make a fair determination of the amount that each family can reasonably afford. We then meet their need with grants, not student loans. In fact, many families find that Princeton is more affordable than even a state college or community college in their own hometown.
What does Princeton's no loan policy mean?
In 2001, Princeton decided to eliminate the student loan portion of all financial aid packages and replace that portion with additional grant aid. This means that Princeton students can graduate debt-free. That opens up many options for students to consider after Princeton without concern about making loan repayments.
How does the cost of Princeton compare to other colleges?
Princeton's financial aid program is one of the strongest in the country, and in fact from around the world, since our aid policies apply to international students as well as U.S. students. Families that qualify for aid often find that Princeton is one of their most affordable choices. And in fact, our average grant for an aid student covers more than 95% of Princeton's tuition. To help families find out how much aid they might qualify for, we actually created the Princeton Financial Aid Estimator, which is a calculator that's free, it's easy to use, and it's confidential, and can be found on our website. And we encourage students to use this estimator to find out how the aid program might work for their family.
Why does Princeton offer so much in its financial aid program?
Well, the primary reason is because we're very committed to economic diversity within our community of scholars. The last 10 years have been a remarkable time of change at Princeton, and the financial aid program expansion has contributed to this in a number of ways. Today, more than 55% of each entering class receives financial aid. More than double the number of low-income students enroll with each class compared to a decade ago. And middle-income students are represented in ever-increasing numbers in our student body. We feel it's very important to provide both a level playing field and equality of opportunity to students from all income levels when it comes to obtaining a Princeton education.
How has Princeton expanded financial aid since the no loan program was launched?
Princeton's commitment to its financial aid program is ongoing. Every year we review our policies to make sure that we're keeping up with the changing needs of our students and their families. Some of the more recent improvements include increases in grants to help students pay for dining options and study abroad programs. The most important message is that students shouldn't be deterred from looking at Princeton because of sticker price, because you may be missing out on the most affordable college option that you'll have. I hope you'll take a few minutes to take a look at our financial aid estimator and read about Princeton's admission and aid program on our website.